Shalom, shalom, wise Silas speaking. This evening I want to do this video explaining Nirvana. This is the realm of bliss in your Hinduism practice. Subscribe to the channel, visit the website upscaleknowledge.org. Like, share, and subscribe. Giving you all a chance to get in here. If anyone has any questions before I start, ask now. Peace and wisdom, John Smith. Okay, let's begin. First, I want to say this. Peace and wisdom all out, too. Should have finished. Well, I'm going to leave it up there so you good to watch it whenever you get to it. Before I start, I want to say this one deep thing. Please don't come to my channel putting up Bible quotes or Bible phrases. Like I said, please don't come to my channel putting up Bible quotes. This is not a religious channel. I explain ancient text. Thank you to whoever gave back. Like I said, I explain ancient text. A lot of the biblical texts are ancient text, but I'm not a religious person, so you don't need to put up biblical verses and chapters. Whatever you are saying, say it. You get my point? Other than that, I don't live by religion. I already explained that religion is satanic worship, and I thought it's clear in my explaining it. In that, I don't see why would you even. So again, this is not a religious channel. If you a Christian, go to church. You don't need to be all over the place. John Smith said it's stupidity passed down through DNA. Seems like stupid is when you know better, but you trying to play dumb. Other than that, I don't know no other stupid. Like, everybody know what they know, like as much as they do. Some people may be here, some here, whatever the case may be, but stupid is when you get it, you got good common sense, but for some reason, you know how y'all are in some moments, y'all like to play like y'all dumb. If me and you having a debate and I make my point, and you look at it, dance around the point and act stupid. That's what you call stupid. When you know better. Nobody's dumb and confused that you don't know better. Other than that, if a person just ain't that bright, well, that's one's perspective. You get it? Meaning I could look at all of y'all and say y'all dumb as hell. But that's just in comparison to me. Somebody 20 times faster than me can come and say you dumb as hell. That don't make me not wise. You get it? like that. A person could be dumb and wise is a perspective thing, but overall, stupid. I don't know how to explain this. Some people like to play like they dumb. Some people are a little slow and dumb, but I call that dingy. Like, you know, a couple of dingy. Dingy like a phrase for women only. Shorty dingy. Shorty dumb, man. Now. Now, let's get to this deep thing before I start. Before I explain Nirvana and how time is death. Death is in the blood. Let's say you're a Hebrew Israelite, right? You're a black person. Say, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, brother. You're lost. I'm a Benjamin. You know how the Hebrews do. They be. I want to say this, man. The Hebrews, man, y'all are like special ed people. I truly wish I would get that. Like a dumb, like a dumb fool. When I see Hebrews, I think like dumb fool. I think stupid, dumb fool that just don't. I'm sorry. Let me do this right. Shit don't make no sense. All right, you're a Hebrew, right? A Hebrew was a bum. Hebrew was a bum and a slave according to the text. Why you niggas always reach? I'm done with black people. This shit don't make no sense. You read the book, you like, okay, there's these homeless Hebrews, these bums, right? What possesses black people to say? I need some tissue. It don't make no sense. What possesses a black person to read that book and be like, I figured it out. Where the bums? The fucking slave in real life. You read the text. That's why I gotta have a little bit of respect for the conscious community. They say like, nah, we gonna be the Egyptians because the Hebrews was bums. They was lessons. When you fast forward now, you see black people on the corner talking about we the Hebrew Israelites, and it's like, oh, y'all want to be bums and slaves so bad and nobody said, nobody inquired like y'all should be. I'm sorry, but I think of your favorite Hebrew. This nigga's lit. He's a legend. But he wants to be a slave. And nobody told him he had to be. He read the book. He didn't read the book, but he read the book. And somewhere in his mind he said, I got it. This shit ain't funny to y'all. I get it. Let me get some tissue. Oh my God. something with black people, man. Y'all insane, man. I be trying with y'all. I said, man. They mean well. I'm sorry, I may be laughing for a little while. I am not making fun of you if you're a Hebrew Israelite. You gotta see my point. Like, colonizers came over. They said, yeah, we got these books. We want y'all to read these books. Y'all ain't around y'all can't read, but we'll make an exception for this book. Y'all can read this one. Black people read the book. There's slaves in it. They're called the Hebrew. There's slaves in this book, right? These slaves are called the Hebrew Israelites. I don't know why, but black people said, I think we have found our nationality. And they picked the slaves. I don't care how you want to play games on your own mind. Say Silas is being silly or being funny. Why y'all always want to be slaves? Meaning a Hebrew Israelite, a Benjaminite, any nationality y'all pumping ain't in existence today, so you cannot do anything with it. In that, you don't have to pull for any ancient nationality. You have modern day nationalities. And nationality just have to do with the name of a place. Nationality don't have to do with the color of your skin. So like to say like the real Hebrews was black, you stupid. Meaning y'all dumb. This is not a joke. Y'all are beyond stupid. When did a nationality boil down to skin color? You got Americans that's dark skinned and white. You got Africans that's black all the way to white. It don't matter what country you go to, you're going to find all the people there, different colors, all claiming that as their nationality. Because that's the place of their birth. Nationality got to do with place in its name. Not your skin color or no, you get it? Meaning nationality fake. It's people colonize places, meaning they take over places and name it. People of the place, so they take that name. Outside of that, the point I'm making is none of these nationalities y'all are pulling for, that y'all are making up, that y'all got out of this book, that y'all are not even supposed to be reading, because a Jew is supposed to read the Torah. Everybody know that. Again, a Jew supposed to be a Torah. The day you see a Muslim reading from the fucking Bible is the day you better be like, This is the equivalent of a black Hebrew Israelite standing on the corner talk about read and a brother pull out a Bible. So I'm just showing you the extent of how lost black people are, especially the Hebrews. They're pulling to be an old slave race. When you see them on the corner reading, none of them can read right. It ain't one, that one good reader. This shit is... If you a Hebrew, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you the truth, and I don't want no problems about it. Different niggas said, I'm sure they laugh at themselves. No, they don't. They are retarded. You gotta be retarded when you come out in public talking about we're the real Hebrews. This nationality don't even exist no more, so it wouldn't even matter. It's like a nigga trying to convince you we're the real Mayans. Huh, nigga? That's over with, dummy. You wasn't even there. Like, snap out of it, dumb nigga. This is what I be wanting to do to y'all so bad. Snap out of it, stupid nigga. You got a whole goal that don't lead to nothing, because nationality got to do with place. You pulling for old nationalities to then do what now? That part. If you a young black person, your elders are completely stupid. They're fighting, they're arguing about like you're the original slaves. Think on that. No, brother, you the real black Hebrew. What the fuck is they talking about? These people were slaves. You can't even trust your own black. They so ignorant that it should disturb y'all. Meaning on a real level, I'm laughing because I can't believe nobody that dumb. But now on a real level, we all got kids. It should disgust you to know there is grown ass stupid idiots trying to recruit your kid into believing his true nationality is some old slaves from a book that colonizers gave his ancestors. Got to be crazy, man. If you a Hebrew Israelite woman, I want you to look at the nigga you with so you can know how dumb you are. That nigga dumb. Like, I'm sorry you don't know that. I'm sorry you don't know. Ain't nobody in existence ID say Hebrew Israelite. Ain't no nationality registrar say a Hebrew Israelite on it. Or a Jew. The white people that say they Jews with the curly sideburns, they nationality Russian or some shit. It don't say Jew on their ID. That is a religious group. Like I said, a Jew have to do with the Julie family tree. That's the Julius Caesar line. Now y'all worship that family tree. A Jew is a religion or a Jew is a religious group of people that worship, like I said, the Julie family tree. It's just your Julius Caesars over all the time. But besides that point wouldn't even matter. What matters is this. What possesses a person to want to be the slaves so proudly? Talking about look at all. Man, they brought us from boats. Nigga, ain't nobody bring you from nowhere, dumb nigga. There was black people already in America. Who's bringing sand to the beach? Y'all slow. Niggas believe that they brought slaves from Israel to America. In America wasn't even in existence. A Hebrew Israelite would tell you, man, they kidnapped us from Israel and brought us to these lands. Nigga, they must have brought y'all a whole bunch of places before you got here, cause this is a new place, dumb ass fool. Again, think of your favorite Hebrew so you can see for yourself how dumb that nigga is. If you were Hebrew and you like, man, why you gotta talk like that? Man, why you gotta be so stupid? I'm just asking. Shit disgusting. Standing on the corner trying to recruit people to be slaves. Otherwise, what's the Hebrews? They got some kind of power in the world today? The Hebrew Israelite people? Hell no. Just niggas on the corner dumb talk. And a few famous, Kyle Irvin, other lost motherfucking fools, but I don't even know their names right, because I don't. Once you say you a Hebrew Israelite, to me, you just a dumb fucking slave. If this was back in the day, you'd be a stupid nigga trying to convince other niggas that this fucking book they got floating around is true. Again, when the colonizers first came to America and they was pushing that religion on people, man, all a modern day Hebrew is to me is a dumb nigga that would have been helping to promote that shit in the times of slavery. He would have been trying to convince slaves that same dumb shit he is now. God is black. The day God become a black man or a white man is the day you should chop your fucking hands off, nigga. God of the universe is a goddamn man that live up the street named Jesus. So life a 5-year-old movie now. So life is the gathering of 5-year-olds. Again, God of the universe is a white man, a black man. If God over the whole existence is the same thing I am, I'm done. I don't want to be here no more. This is a whole setup. And this is what y'all will all do. If you seen a nigga and you come to say that's God, that man, you would say, just kill me now. This can't be life. You telling me the God that created the whole existence is that nigga up there on that cross getting beat up? Now I see why life ain't shit. Whoever was in the times of Jesus, God, they seen God get beat up. Why would you care? Why would you? This is deep. Why would you care? I know if I seen Jesus get beat up, I'd say, like, God lost. Good loss. There's a war between good and evil. If that's God up there with all that spit on, they spit on God. Tour. Let's say whoever that dude is with all that spit dripping on. I know a Hebrew punching himself in the chest right now. I hate zealous. No. Come back. Get this work. No one's playing with you. Now, had I been around in the past and seen God himself, a brother named Jesus, Puerto Rican dude, I don't even know where they got that from. There was no Puerto Ricans back in the times of Jesus. Jesus is Jesus. You can mispronunciate Puerto Rican words all you want, but Jesus is pronounced Jesus. Somehow there's this Puerto Rican dude named Jesus back in medieval fucking times. And he's God of life. And he is the God of existence, big baby. Now, if I was just around in them times, I'd say, this Puerto Rican got all his spit dripping off his face. He bruised up because they dusted him off. God must have lost, right? If God lost, according to y'all, what are we doing? What's the point of telling anybody, yeah, we're Hebrew Israelites? Nigga, God got beat up, blood. God got beat up, spit on, and killed already, blood. That mean we living in the end of the, not the end of, nigga, this hell. Like, if God lost the battle already, I'm going according to the Christian text. That nigga got hung up and beat up. I'm not saying this is true. Like I said, the day that God of the whole existence is a Puerto Rican, it's the day you could throw me off any roof you choose. I give up that day. I don't want nothing to do with life. If a nigga just like me run life, he can just kill me now. I'll come back and make my own life if that's what we dealing with. And so, you may be watching this and you say, this ain't right. Silas is disrespecting God. This is what y'all texts say that he got beat up and spit on. Like I told y'all religion is a blasphemy. It's a sacrilege. It's where you disrespect God. Otherwise, you explain to me why in Christianity is the God beat up, spit on. This nigga's a man. He's a fucking lamb chop. I still don't see how a Christian don't see that's disrespectful. That's like you disrespected me talking about Solace is a lamb, a baby back rib. I'm only saying that because y'all pretend like y'all eat the flesh of Jesus and shit. That's them crackers. And y'all drink his blood. So nobody don't need to get confused when I say a Christian think God is some baby back rib barbecue sauce dinner. According to the way they carry on in church, eating and make believe flesh. That part. Thank you, Chanel X, whoever else gave back. Now, according to the text, a Christian think God is a lamb chop. A man that got spit on and beat up. All kind of dumb blasphemies. A blasphemy is when you say a disrespectful thing against God. Or you disrespect physically something that's like good. Good being a representation of God. You know, an innocent thing. That's what blasphemy would have been in the past. So let's say in the past when man worshiped God accurately, right? Then Christianity would pop up. This is some religion where they're talking about God get hung up and beat up and shit, and he a man. Just demote God to a man, like it would be crystal clear in them times, like, yeah, that's Satan worship. Blaspheming God for no fucking reason. God ain't physical. You can't beat God up and hang him on the cross or none of that. He ain't physical. That's absurd. That part. A Christian in the day don't get that. You in a satanic practice of old where you blaspheme God. This is why in your religion, nothing happens to the devil. You can play dumb around that all you want, but don't nothing happen to the devil. The devil bully God. He say, oh, I think Job think he cute. You should let me test him. God just let the devil do what he want. That part. In the end of the book, God get beat the fuck up and spit on and all that shit. They ain't said nothing happened to the devil. The Lord called the angels and the Satan came too. And the Lord said to Satan, where the fuck you come from? Basically saying, what you here for? He tell the Lord, oh, I'm just coming to and fro in the earth and wherever the fuck I'm gonna go. Job 1, that's where it says that. You explain to me how you in a religion that supposed to worship God, but he just get fucked up through the whole book. Spit on, disrespected, all that dumb shit. He gonna die for sinners. Why you don't say God gonna die for the good of the world? He gonna die for the sinners? If you were a Christian, you gonna have it bad in life. This is why the book say you're thick-headed. It don't make no sense. A person should only have to tell you that one time. The moment you say God is on his cross, he's a man, you disrespecting him and shit like that, you're not in a real religion. A person shouldn't have to repeatedly tell you that where you're playing dumb games on yourself. Your religion is supposed to be based on truth. Why are you lying? A Christian will do all the sing and dance and lie for the religion. Pretend like they got understanding they don't. How you in a God practice and they got you lying for it? I ain't got to lie for nothing I believe in. I don't have no beliefs. I have no belief is fucking lie. Hopefully y'all grasp. Chanel X said, oh, y'all grasping. Salam. Obama is coming to save us. Salam, John. That's what I mean. Y'all make it where God could be anything. God could be a prostitute, nigga. No. What was I thinking? God's girlfriend's a prostitute named Mary. His mama's a fucking whore too. But this ain't a blasphemous religion. This religion ain't disrespecting God. Just because his mother's a fucking whore and he was a fucking homeless bum that got beat up, spit on, and hung up on the cross. You're a Christian, but you don't worship the devil. So who you worship? I know you don't think you worship God. According to the text, the Jews turned God over, or Jesus, to the Romans to be killed. So if you talking about I'm a Jew, Jesus got beef with Jews. Pick the book up, you dumb fucking fool. Again, in John chapter 18, all the way through 19, you can just read both. The Jews captured Jesus. They killed him, meaning they turned him over to the Romans and made the Romans kill this motherfucker. The Jews. There's only one people in life that God hates. That's Jews. The curly sideburn motherfuckers. Done. This is why they have curly sideburns and goat beard and fucking devil shit. None of this ain't no joke. A Jew hate God, nigga. And that's what the religion come from. God hate. Again, a Jew wear curly goat sideburns. A goat teeth. They're trying to look like a goat. Again, picture a Jew in your fucking brain if you're slow. They wear the white socks pulled all up to try and look like a goat. They're the goat people of old. They believe in Satan. That's why the religion got God getting beat up and spit on, nigga. Jews turn Jesus over to the Romans, or the Christians. You know, Roman Catholic Church. Again, the Jews, Torah motherfuckers, turn God over to the Roman Catholic Church motherfuckers, according to the text. And they killed him together. Now you got a religion. Jews and fucking Christians. And somehow y'all think y'all are the good buddies of God. Now wait, none of y'all Jews are Romans. But I'm just making a point because y'all following this shit like y'all are. Meaning you got a black person in the day talking about we are the real Jews. God got beef with Jews, you dumb nigga. Why are you pulling to be the slave race? The Jews put their devil sorcery on the whole world. This is why they run the whole world, and you niggas are all stupid. You could take offense to what I'm saying all you want. I don't even care at this point. Again, the Jews took over the whole world a long time ago with a thing called sorcery. Kabbalah magic. It's the reason why you niggas live now in the daytime and y'all got lights and y'all just obey lights, you know, red light, green light, 1, 2, fucking 3. You can cross the street now, nigga. This is why a nigga just sit at the light because a light told him to sit there. This is why you live in a city grid. Fucking mice maze. And street number, house numbers, that's called numerology. How to bind a fucking fool. And you a number, social security number. Again, the Jews own this whole goddamn world. Let's go back to the Julius Caesar family tree. The Julius Caesars. Juli. If you're black and you're saying you're a Jew, you're fucking stupid. I don't know why you didn't pick up the book. But the last thing anybody in life want to be is a goddamn Jew, nigga, if you got a half of a brain. If you read that book and you get to the part where you see, like, oh yeah, Jews did set Jesus up to kill him, and you think Jesus is God, I'm not saying God is some man, that's dumb. But according to y'all belief, you got to have a brain to know that Jews is the enemy of God, nigga. And if you think they ain't, you's a dumb fucking idiot, nigga. Who else? Who else killed them? I ain't heard no other nationality brought up except for Jews and Roman Catholic motherfuckers. That's the bishop over there. So you don't gotta get confused on nothing, nigga. Rome and curly sideburn Jews run the world a day, nigga. And y'all worship they history. It's called the Julie Caesar family tree. It starts when they was bum fucking Hebrews that got kicked the fuck out of Russia. It start there. That's how the book started, with Abraham and all of them. Russians that got kicked out of Russia and moseyed they ass over to the Middle East and colonized it. Israelite is a fucking Israeli into daytime. When did black people become fucking Israelis, nigga? You see how lost a black person is in the daytime? It's so desperate for a nationality, you pick the dumbest shit on the planet you could possibly pick. Again, ain't a word I said inaccurate. Pay attention to real life, you'll see that. The Jews run this shit. They run all the real estate and everything else you could fucking think of, nigga. And this shit go back to old times. That part. And they are the people that sin against God in terms of nature, meaning all the products and shit you see come from the resources. And them resources for everybody in life, not for no one person or one family to steal them shits, make product and put it in the store so everybody else could be slaves working for Monopoly so they could buy something. That's what they did. They put Monopoly games on y'all. Like I said, they put sorcery on everybody in life. And they got you niggas slaving for papers to buy resources that they stole. That part. You gotta go buy fruit. It used to just grow on a tree. But they moved all the apple trees out of here. New York was full of apple trees. Georgia full of peach trees. You ain't seen the fucking peach on a tree in Georgia ever, nigga. Every place you could think of in America was known for a certain fruit. Soon as you pull up to the state, that's all you see. If you go upstate New York, all you gonna see is apple fucking trees. Meaning when you get outside of New York City, all you start to see is apple trees. With apples on them. That part. They took all the resources. We talking the food and stuff. They took it. And so y'all still need food, clothes, and shelter. Resources, right? But y'all can't go chop down the tree and take the wood and build y'all own house. You know why? Because there was rules put in place, meaning somebody took over the land and said these are the rules of it. This is a Jew. That part. Whoever you see is just a face card for a Jew. The Roman Catholic Church, the Queen, and all of them. Whoever you could think of, Arabic motherfuckers. They all fall under Jews. And these niggas kick back in the background. That's they works from old. That part. The same with the Arabs, nigga. Y'all are getting sold nationalities. You see your favorite star talking about, I'm a Muslim. Man, somebody paid him. Them Arabs done paid this nigga to be a Muslim. That's that Devin Haney shit. Where you breaking breads with the Arabs, now you talking about you Muslim. Religion, y'all better learn what this is. It's a trick. I don't want to say too much because You get it? When they come shoot me down, these niggas ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all gonna be like, oh, solid. Y'all gonna be like Tupac and Above the Rim talking about, oh, Shep, oh, Shep. When he's sitting in front of the stove rocking back and forth talking about, oh, Solace. Oh, Solace. What the fuck can I do with that? Meaning this go way deeper than that, but I'm just watching my mouth. This is what I call watching my mouth. So you can't even fathom. You can't even fathom the shit that I am. This is me behaving myself. Only saying a little bit. This shit go way deeper than this, man. But like I said, and some things better off not. Some things better off not said, but if you black, you ain't no fucking Jew. You need to get that dumb shit out your mind. You got that out of a book that you never read, and if you did read it, you didn't understand what you read. Maybe you need to get a sit-down reading, because that's what I do. I break down all ancient texts where you be crystal clear. So if you a Christian, you should be crystal clear you worship the devil. Otherwise, you explain to me why God getting all beat up and all that. That part. Oh, you got to be a whole motherfucking fool sitting in a church devil building. All y'all do in that church house is talk about each other behind each other's backs. Some of y'all need to get real in this life. Now, if you a black Hebrew Israelite standing on the corner, you's a fucking fool. Because a Hebrew was a slave, nigga. And so before you walk up on me telling me, hey, brother, we the real Hebrews, let me stop you, nigga. You could be a slave by your own self. That part. Now, in our reality, the Jews, like I said, Julius Caesar family tree. But this started all the way back when Abraham left his father's land, this Russian. Like I said, the Jew is a curly. Play dumb on it all you want. Yeah, they own YouTube and everything y'all could think of. That's why when Nick Cannon said what he said, then that nigga came back on talking about, no, I take it back. Starving out. Well, fuck, if Nick Cannon watched this video, I bet you he know what I'm talking about. I bet you that nigga ain't confused on nothing I just said. That part. And so, the last thing you want to be is a Jew. That's all I can tell you, nigga. And whoever is a Jew, the curly ones, oh, they know exactly what they are. You ain't never seen the Jew praying, nigga. Y'all view the curly sideburn Jews as the most religious people on the planet, but you niggas never seen these niggas doing anything religious. What y'all seen them do? Besides staying the fuck away from y'all. What did y'all see them doing? Or staying the fuck away from y'all doing their shit, nigga. It ain't none of y'all business how they rule y'all. You don't fucking think it's strange that in your state, the Jews got their own fucking community, their own police station, their own goddamn fucking... You could live in Brooklyn and walk 3 blocks outside your neighborhood to the Jewish section of town. They got their own fucking supermarket. These niggas got their own food stamps out this motherfucker. Own hospitals, own jails, nigga. You ain't never gonna see a curly sideburn Jew in prison. You see them in jail in a holding tank, then you see weird shit happen like they just come and get them. I was locked up when I was younger. It was a Jew locked up. Driving shit. He wasn't in there for 4 fucking hours before some lawyer or something came and they pulled him out of the cell and they none of us seen him again. You ever been to Central Bookings? You know that's a 24-hour process. You see a nigga get brought into that cell, he got a long way, especially if you was there eight hours before him. You already know, like, oh, he gonna be in here way longer than me. I've been in here for 8 hours. Again, they brought him in. He was in there for a good 20, 30 minutes, truly. But I gave him 3 hours. And he was out of there. That part. A lot of y'all did jail time. You ever seen that curly sideburn Jew in jail with you? That part. No. Better open your fucking eyes. They run the whole world. Meaning all the dumb shit y'all live that y'all think real, it's just they sorcery. You got a religion or belief system? Yeah, they created it. It ain't tough. They show you smart. Right? Them curly-headed, curly sideburn motherfuckers ain't the toughest people on the planet, I'll tell you that. Sure is smarter than the rest of you dumb. They sure do know they science, boy, I'll tell you that shit. And so, if you a black person, let me help you now. You not no Jew. Stop saying stupid, dumb shit. That's the dumbest thing you could say. And so y'all go ahead, pack y'all shit up, get the fuck off the corner. Next time any of y'all see a Jew, just tell them what I just told you. Meaning the black Hebrew Israelite, just tell them what I told you. And nigga, why you want to be the slaves? Get your goofy eye. And just give them the whole spill I gave you here. Watch how the nigga don't got nothing to say. Maybe you save a few of them. Because dumb niggas is dumb. Beyond dumb. Dumb is when you play stupid beyond where it don't even matter no more. You dumb. Now, let's get to this deep ancient Hinduism. Hopefully that wasn't, too funny because I was crying laughing. It's a deep thing. Peace and wisdom, Chanel X. She said, how much for the misbehavior? I'm not sure what that is. Call me, love, when, if you free tonight. Or whenever you get a chance. Or text me, whatever the case may be. I want to, talk to you about something. Nothing bad. I was just hit me up. If you still got my number, you should. Yeah, when I finish or whatever, if you are not busy or something, give me a call. Now let's get to this deep lesson on Nirvana. Me said, can you speak on how they use school to condition us how they want? Yeah, I've done that so many times, big baby. Most of y'all should have got that already, but y'all sit y'all 8 hours in class and groom you to be a good slave when you go to work. Otherwise, there's no way you'd be able to wake up every day and do the same thing without losing your goddamn mind. Y'all still do. Meaning you wake up every day and go to work, and I know you feel sometimes like, I think I'm losing my mind. It's because of that. That shit's the strangest thing on the planet, but it's made normal because everybody do it. So if you ever wonder, like, why everybody so frustrated and crazy, that's part of it. When you got to wake up every day and do the same fucking thing, just the psychology of it, without you even realizing it, you kind of start to slowly over time lose it. Built up frustration. You don't even know where it's coming from at this point. And it just comes from that. The motherfucker wake up every day and go to the warehouse and unload that goddamn truck. For years. Every day the nigga go to the supermarket, he pack them shelves. Same shit every day. 30, 40 years. That part. You know the only way you could get a person to do that without killing everybody in the fucking job? You gotta catch them when they 6 years old and make them sit in class for 8 fucking hours straight and be groomed into doing what they told. Otherwise, you could forget it. Meaning y'all would never wake up and go to work every day. Y'all would kill y'all fucking self. But when y'all doing it, it's like school. I had to do this when I was in school. I'm getting paid now. I had to do this shit for free. You get it? But still, like, you're losing it. In your own brain, you say, like, I want to do something else. This is really fucking stupid. But you got bills and shit, so you like, I gotta figure this out. And so the point I'm making is, they got niggas under sorcery. You wake up and do the same shit every day and don't lose your mind. You do, but you don't. And so if you're thinking to yourself, man, this world crazy. Yeah. That's why I said the most important thing in life is to free yourself from having to work. Otherwise, you a slave. And you're gonna suffer what slaves do. And this ain't nothing to break your bones about. Meaning this ain't got nothing to do with the pride aspect. You work, so now you like, I don't want to work because niggas calling me a slave. You don't want to be a slave because you get my point? Waking up every day doing the same fucking thing like that. That ain't life. You got a whole life to live. What the fuck is that? Now you gotta do what you gotta do. But do you get my point? You want to keep the mind open now to say, yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of this. It's a real problem. Most people get settled into that problem. Oh, I got me a little job. I'm just, you get it? Forgetting, like, hold on, I'm gonna be doing the same thing every day. Like, before I get settled into this, let me exhaust my possibilities of this. You get it? And so, trying grass, peace and wisdom, Fleece Johnson. She said, I'm gonna have you. Sound tough. Now let's get to this deep lesson. Hopefully you grasp that, me, in regards to school. Yep, the devil only tempts. The devil don't do nothing. Ain't no devil, ain't no God. It's just unconsciousness in a way. And niggas gonna learn that shit. Get lost in these fake ass characters all y'all want. I mean, you better be worried about that unconscious you visit every night. And that awake you get that save you from it. Cause that's all it is. And lie gonna lead you to the one, and the truth gonna lead you to the other. And that's the best way I could tell you. And get some of them lies out your mind. And get some of them lies out your body. Cause all it is that. I mean, if you waiting for some God or some devil, character, person, good luck. But there is that darkness, and there is that light. Awake is light, and you know what unconscious is. And so them the only two things that everything is about. Meaning you flip-flop in and out of awake and unconscious for a reason. And that's what you better start focusing on. Now I know that church house and all they fairy tales about God getting beat up sound cute, but God more like a thing called awake. And you can't do nothing to that. You either blessed with the glory of it or your ass gonna be, you get it? Swimming in your unconscious darkness looking dumb. And so that's what most people got to wake up to reality. And they go in a corner talking about, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, we a Benjamite. Tell that dumb nigga, all there is darkness and light. Nigga, all there is unconscious and awake. And right now you blinking on and off, you need to focus on that. Don't go to sleep every day and wake up every day. You're broken light. That's what that means. You like a broken light that keep flickering it on and off. And you better fix yourself, for you just go off. And And that's the easiest way I can put that. Otherwise, you can ignore your own being, meaning that unconscious is a part of your being. It's with you, awake too. So just ignore your own fucking self until, you get it? Until it's just you and that unconscious. Because that's how most people gonna end. They ain't gonna take the time out to pay attention to nothing being said. In that, they just gonna be left with the unconscious when they left with it. Y'all have awake, y'all have dream, and y'all have unconscious. Y'all have body, spirit, and mind. That part. You're gonna lose the body, you're gonna lose the spirit, and you're gonna be left with the mind or the unconsciousness, and you're gonna be the mind in it. That's the darkness. That's when ain't nothing left. And then some of y'all gonna get in that moment. Oh, is this what solace meant? Yeah. You can wake up, which is life, or you can be dead unconscious forever. Your choice. This just the meaty. This just the decision grounds. You just blink. You just flip flopping between them both for now. But like, it's a deep thing. Man just can't grasp what's right in front of his face. And so again, every day y'all wake up and go to sleep. So life teaches in that way, repetitiously. Show you the same thing every day, hoping you grasp. If you don't, oh well, life did its best. Salam, shalom to you. And so I do the same. I come in, I do my little chipping away at Christians, but if they don't get it overall, well, salam, shalom to you, big baby. I know I got family members that's Christians, but salam, shalom to you, big baby. I know your brain work perfectly fine. Whatever make you play stupid, I'll just remember my good times with you. But ain't nobody going where you going. Some of y'all better get like that. Listen, man, whatever you doing, but I ain't speaking no blasphemies. You should never have to speak no ill words against nobody, even especially God. You shouldn't be talking about nobody gonna get killed and hung up on no cross or nothing negative. Why? That part. Especially not for God. Once you get there, it's just shit lost me there. I just tell you right there. Christianity lost me there. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck did eternal life have to do with God himself dying? God supposed to be like, what the fuck? That part. But try to grasp the religion. It's what it is. It serves its purpose as it's supposed to. That being is dumb y'all out as much as possible. In that, those that rule can continue to do so in peace. Now let's get to this deep knowledge. When you're dealing with time, many people, most of y'all of course, like I be explaining the things I do, and y'all kind of carry it like, man, I'm gonna have all the time in the world. But if most of y'all understood what time was, the last thing you would do is want like more of it. Time, that is. And y'all seek to have more time. Time is death. If you knew time accurately, like I said, the last thing you'd be seeking is more time. That's more death. If you lost, time is like a clock, a means to an end. Okay, I got that text. Like I said, A clock is basically a means to an end, countdown type of thing. And so time, like I said, it got to do with death. Now, time is a matter of your body. Like I always tell y'all, y'all not in time. Y'all are time. Y'all bodies. When you're dealing with the body is a result of the menses. Meaning, the body starts as the egg cell. The egg cell is a result of the menses. That's your menstrual blood. And so that's where time starts. In the menses cycles. Meaning the menstrual cycle is the only time y'all know of. There is no other time. That menses evolve into physical vessel. Egg cell, then body. But you get it? And that's time. A death thing. Now, when you're dealing with blood has a circadian rhythm. This is what controls your sleep and awake, your body temperature, basically the number aspects of self, the time, so to say. That circadian rhythm in the blood evolves into the heart and its beat. So the circadian rhythm is like, it's like the blood has its own beat. The heart being the first thing to develop out of, you get it? Sperm cell get egg cell. Egg cell, of course, like I said, this is your menses. He said, I remember Catholics said blood is life, and you say it's death. Seminal fluid is life. Blood, it shouldn't be hard to grasp that. One come from orgasm and great feeling in the beginning of life. The seminal fluid is a spirit, soul. If you got a daughter, you ejaculate it out, no different than a boy. Once that seminal fluid goes into that bloody womb, it goes into that egg cell, that part. Now it's down in body, or the blood. There you go. You lose blood, you lose time. This blood is time. Like I said, time is a matter of the body, and the body is a matter of the menses cycle. And the menses cycle, this is your blood. Now, of course, it has a circadian rhythm, blood that is. That's what controls your time, your sleep and wake cycles, your body temperature. All your mental, emotional, and physical daily changes in terms of like on and off, meaning in terms of like time. Like I said, if you understand that the egg cell is produced in the menses, and upon conception, the first thing to form is the heart. The heart is basically the blood evolved, still carrying its circadian rhythm or beat. And so that beat is the clock or the countdown. Your heart stop is over. The blood stop, the time stop. And so blood will be shed. That's time though. Like you said, Chanel. Like you said, Chanel X. You lose blood, you die. You lose blood, you lose time. Blood is time. Death, time, it's all the same. And so you get my point? There's a lot of wisdom and knowledge in the menses cycle. Meaning on the woman's side of things, there's a great deal of wisdom in regards to physical life and time. That's why I always tell y'all before, you don't need the moon. Your woman is a moon. If anything was to ever happen in life, you could just go on your woman's menstrual cycle and you'll know time. You'll know like what week it is, You just have to go according to her menstrual. You follow? She goes through her 4 periods just like the moon goes through its 4 periods. Or, crescent moon, half moon, gibbous moon, full moon. That's like ovulation time. Meaning a woman goes crescent moon, half, gibbous, then she hits ovulation. And then just like the moon goes gibbous, half, crescent, and no moon, so she bleeds out. And so her menstrual cycle is one and the same with the moon cycle. That's why I always tell y'all, the world we live in is a body. But in any event, a woman's menstrual cycle is like the moon cycle. Her blood cycle is no different than the moon cycle. It's a time thing. A woman is a clock. But man don't know what to do with a woman. Man don't even know himself. But you get my point? A woman that got a man that know life and know things. You get my point? She'd be a bad motherfucker. Like I said, a woman is a clock. And all the wisdom that got to do with physical life lie on that side. And so if a woman know herself, you feel me? Understanding her menstrual cycle and some of the things I said. Cold-blooded person. Now, in the Far East, Hinduism, you have the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda. RGVEDA. But a lot of you guys probably know it as the Rig Veda or the Rig Veda. Like I said, a lot of you guys probably know it as the Rig Veda. But it's pronounced Rig Veda. Rig Veda. RGVEDA. That's the proper spelling. Roll up the R. Rig Veda. Now in the Rig Veda, or the Rig Veda, you have what's known as Nirvana. It's a part of the Rig Veda text. It's its own text, but it's a part of it, like a minor writings. Nirvana. Nirvana up in that shit, I believe. Nirvana up in that shit. UPANISHADS. Writings, basically. But you have the writings Nirvana. Nirvana is your realm of bliss. Not heaven. But your realm of bliss, your realm of God, so to say, your realm of life, or true life, so to say. Like I always tell y'all, heaven and hell is in the same place. Heaven is just the top floor of hell. I'm gonna do a whole video about what you action LX. Now, when you're dealing with the Rig Veda, or the Rig Veda, and the Nirvana part of it, is speaking of a secret realms that common man don't know of. Now, of course, like I said, the Nirvana is your realm of bliss. Now, what it's speaking about in a nutshell, just to make it quick and simple, Nirvana is orgasm. Orgasm is where the seminal fluid or the spirit comes from. Meaning a man orgasms, that white yolky fluid, this is the soul or spirit. Whether man or woman, when it's conceived, you'll figure out if it's going to be a boy or a girl. You get my point? But all souls is coming from orgasm or Nirvana. Orgasm being true life, are your realms that's separated from samsara, which is the reality that we're in, where you go through your cycles of life and death never ending. So y'all wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep. That don't never stop. Then you die. It's the same thing though. You wake up and dream and you go unconscious and wake back up and dream. Kind of like how you do, you get it now. If you have no physical world, well, you still have dream, you wake up in it. Like that. Men just go on and off, on and off. That's how you know you're in samsara. And just keep going on and off for no goddamn reason. Blinking and shit. Even blinking is a samsara, from the micro all the way up. But this is the deep understandings, meaning I'm sure you've heard of Nirvana, but nobody probably explained it that way. Not even somebody from the Far East, they don't know they shit right here. This modern time, so everybody lost. But you can't even trust a monk, he don't even know his... Young Black Solace break down monk shit better than them, they all lost. It's just how life is now, everybody lost. But Nirvana is your realm separate from samsara, or simply put, the reality we in now, which is hell, where you just go on and off forever. Now, I don't want you to think orgasm like when you orgasm, your physical, your orgasm, but think like where the orgasm is coming from. Now, I don't want you to get lost on the physical parts. Of course, you have the prostate, the seminal fluid comes from there, but we're speaking of the orgasm. That part, the orgasm's coming from the mind space. Now, it's like I told all of you guys, all of our unconscious minds, the piece of you that is unconscious that you go to every night, all of our unconsciousness makes for the total cosmic darkness, our unconsciousness. So when you go unconscious, you can just look at it like that. As a soul, you just go into your part of the cosmic darkness that you're making. You get my point? Meaning you got all the cosmic darkness up above and everything in it. And all of our unconscious minds make for the whole of it. You follow? Billions of life forms here, all having their unconsciousness with them, their darkness. And all those life forms together make for all the darkness you see. We all have to transcend our darkness in the light, are awake. You get it? You got a awakened mind, physical awake. You got dream where you be awake. Then you got that last third part where it's like you just out. You have to get everything on awake. You get it? You might hear some text say, when it's explaining heaven, it say there's no rest and sleep at night and all of that. It's speaking like that. You have a darkness with yourself. 1/3 darkness. It's like the text say, the devil was kicked out of heaven and he took 1/3 of the angels. You follow? You go to sleep every day for 8 hours. That's 1/3 of the day. That's your unconsciousness, your darkness, the third. Meaning this go deep. You gotta grasp though. And so everybody gotta transcend their darkness at some point. This helping to transcend, you get it? The whole veil. Everybody doing their piece and their part, work for the whole. Meaning everybody taking the time out and working on their own darkness, transcending it in awake. I'm not talking magic tricks. I'm talking like the same way you go into unconscious sleep every night, and sometimes somehow you manage to wake up in it, and you call that dream. Again, every night y'all go into y'all unconscious darkness, but sometimes y'all able to wake up in it. Y'all call that dream. You have to learn how to do that. You get it? For the whole thing. Like, meaning that unconscious have to be transcended into light. Light being awake. heart has to be as light as a feather. That just means the emotional state has to be cleansed out. The heart is where y'all emotions, y'all pride is. The pride got to be light. Make sense? Too much pride on the heart, part of feather light. You a soul. This is a Atman. Basically a breathing. Y'all soul breathes. You get it? The sound that y'all are. Meaning y'all can make sound. Everybody has their own unique voice or sound. But that's air. You follow? Talk on your hand right now. It's air. Like that. The Atman, the breath. Y'all speak or y'all sound is a matter of y'all air. Yeah, y'all words have a scent. Air. Your thinking mind is where these words come from. Your thinking mind is no different than the words that come from it, which are airs. This soul you are, it breathes in and out. Air. We're not speaking of the physical vessel. We're speaking of the soul, the mind that you are. The awareness. That breathes. You follow? That is what's speaking right now. Meet my mind. And the words coming out of my mouth is coming off my mind. It's made of what my mind is, which is air. You follow? Like that. So in Hinduism, they say the Atman, or the breath. In that, meaning the soul is just the unseen air. It breathes in and out. It makes sound. You get it? That sound is air. It's just living air. Like I said in the last video. It's just a mind lost in thought. Now that Atman has to figure out how to reach Nirvana. Meaning you're just the Atman, or this bubble of air stuck in your vessel. And so this is why you breathe, which you would do regardless if you was in vessel or not. You speak. This is another aspect of the air that you are. You get it? You have that ability regardless. No one would probably hear you, but you are that. Meaning my words is me as a soul. That's why in ancient Egypt they view the soul as a sound. Meaning you have Amen, or Amen, A-M-N. And he's viewed as, you know, God the creator, or sound. But this is just to say this is what we all are as a soul. A sound. Like I said, y'all all have y'all unique voices of sound. Y'all all breathe. And all of these happenings is coming from the mind, or the unseen airs that you are. I'm calling it airs because it breathes in air. The words that comes off of it is air. Meaning the words you speak is coming directly off your soul. Those words is nothing more than airs, but they're airs from the soul. Like that. Your soul is just airs, but you get it? These airs can project out. Suck in, like breathing in and out. Living air. This is what everybody is a soul. In Hinduism, that's called an Atman. The breath. Of course, when we lose our bodies, this Atman will just be lost in its unconsciousness. Remember, all of our unconsciousness makes for all of the darkness, cosmic space. It makes for all the dark cosmic space. So everyone's just in their own unconsciousness as a soul. You follow? We're speaking when the body is gone. Now the soul is just lost in its own darkness. The soul itself is awake, aware, life. You follow? The darkness or unconscious that it's consumed in is its thoughts. The soul has to learn how to transcend that darkness into awake, which it is. Or the unconscious is going to transcend the soul into a nothing, or an unconscious like it is. Oh, that was my sister. Hopefully y'all heard that. Like I said, the unconscious, you have to transcend that into an awake, or the unconscious will transcend you as the awake or the soul into it, which is nothing, unconsciousness. And so every soul has to learn how to reach nirvana. Now, when you're dealing with the Hindu text, it explains how to get to nirvana. This is the realm of bliss, or the realm of light and awake. Basically, the place where you free from samsara. Now, the way it's explained, nirvana, and how to get there, meaning nirvana is explained as the blowing out. It's speaking orgasm. But think of you as a soul. You have no body. But orgasm is a matter of the mind. When you're in dream, you're not having sex with anybody. Your body's in its bed. But you still can orgasm. It will happen through your body, but you orgasmed in the dream where you don't have one. You follow? Like that. I'm giving you that reference so you can grasp. Whether you have a physical body or not, you can still orgasm. Orgasm has nothing to do with the physical body. Just like your breathing in and out has nothing to do with the physical body. Just like your voice has nothing to do with the physical body. It is all a matter of the mind. Meaning it all belongs to the mind or soul that you are. And so that mind or soul that you are has to learn how to orgasm or blow out. Same way when a man orgasms, he lets out his own soul. You follow? As a soul, you have to learn that same thing, how to come. But come is twofold, meaning when a man orgasms, he brings heaven here. That white yolky fluid, it's like Islam said, God made man out of a clot, a oily drop. The soul of man or the spirit of man is that, you get my point? Seminal fluid, coming straight from orgasm. But come is twofold. You follow? You can bring the come here, or one can, you get it? Go back, so to say. And so as a mind or soul, when you're lost in the duat, or your own unconsciousness, one has to have enough love built up inside to orgasm or blow out. In that, view it as you're stuck in unconsciousness, and then it all just turns to light. Like that. You orgasm or transmuted your darkness into light, which is awake. You get it? Freeing yourself from samsara. If one is unable to do that, well, the darkness or unconsciousness will conquer them, and they will become unconscious, just like the dark space they're trapped in. Now, I said all of our unconscious minds make for all of the dark cosmic space, and so when any individual man ejaculate, that part, That soul that went dark and unconscious will be ejaculated out in the physical life because it couldn't transcend its own darkness. Do you get it? And so now when a man ejaculate, he pulling souls that have went out and was unable to get to nirvana, which is to blow out. Are y'all following? Meaning people die, they lose their bodies, then they're just left in their afterlife. This is their dream. Meaning when you go to sleep and you have a dream, your dream is constructed by your memory. Whatever you did in physical life, you get it? Your memory constructs all the places and things you do in dream. When you die, that place will become afterlife, meaning all the memories and things you have from physical life will construct your afterlife or dream. This is where your spirit will dwell. And however long it dwells there, it does. You get my point? Hopefully y'all grasp it. And so when you lose your physical vessel off, you die. Your mind will carry over into its dream or its afterlife, constructed by your own memory. You get my point? This is why some people say, when I died, I seen my grandmama and all of it. Get it? The mind playing tricks on the self. Some of y'all say, no, that is real. Blood, your grandmama died. If you don't get it, grandmama died ages ago. If you don't snap the fuck out of it, you think your fucking grandmama waiting? That part, she in her own unconsciousness. It's like when you go to sleep and she go to sleep, man, y'all ain't together. Sorry you think y'all are. Sorry you think y'all are. She in her own body, nigga. She in her own hell. She got to transcend her own darkness, and you got to do the same. But the mind is the mind. The mind, or the thought of it, the darkness, will play tricks on the self. So one will die. Say they seen their grandmama, they went to heaven, they seen hell, they seen everything that they mind construct. You get it? The same way you go to dream and you experience, well, whatever. It seemed real to you. It is real. But you get it? It's constructed by you. You're the God of it. It's your own doing. Whether you realize it when you win it or not. If you realized it, it wouldn't be no fun. But you get it? You construct your own dream. He said how it's done in this death. We all know stories. Same way y'all daydream. Y'all just create your own reality for the moment. Y'all living it till y'all snap out of it. The mind has its talents. But this is how, a soul has an afterlife. Meaning one dies and then their memories or their mind constructs their afterlife out of their memories in whatever order and however it's done. But at some point that will come to an end as well. And then all the soul will have left is the unconscious space, meaning the unconscious part of the mind. Once the physical awake is gone, that's dependent on the body. And once the afterlife or the dream realm awake is gone, that's dependent on the spirit. All that's left is the soul and its unconsciousness or its darkness. And so this is where the soul gonna have to know how to blow out or orgasm, transcending that darkness, basically going into the realms of nirvana. Orgasm is bliss. Y'all get to feel it for a split second. But just imagine if you just stayed there in orgasm. That part. When man orgasm and there's no thought, he's just aware. He's like this. They say when you see God face to face, that's how it is. You're just stuck in awe. In the past, they called God awe. Like when a man orgasm, that always was God. They say if you see God, God look like a running fountain of water. All you can do is just stand there in fucking awe. They're speaking of orgasm feeling. You're just stuck in bliss. Like that. Y'all, like I said, y'all know orgasm for a split second of it. But imagine being engulfed in the realms of it, where you just stuck in a state of orgasm. I'm not talking physically. I'm talking if you can grasp how you feel in that physical split second. Just imagine if you could stretch that out into a place and go into it. And a place feel like that. Like that. All souls is coming from bliss. Orgasm. It's a separate realms outside of our reality. Remember, everybody's unconscious mind makes for all the dark cosmic space, so all the darkness, universal darkness we know. On the other side of that darkness is orgasm or nirvana. Man can't get to it. He don't know how to blow out or orgasm without using his physical hands or some vagina. He don't have the mind to sit. If I told any of y'all right now, just sit in orgasm. That's the goal for the next few days. I want you to orgasm with nothing. Don't do nothing though. You make it happen like that. Most of y'all like, damn, I don't know if I could do that. I'ma try though. I mean, I know a lot of y'all like, I'm gonna try. And so do you get it? I'm not telling you not to try. Try. You're gonna see you can't, but you got your physical body, you get it? You can manipulate it. Meaning if you a man, you got a big dick like me. If you a man and you got a big dick like me, you can move it without touching it. You get it? You can make that shit. You got good muscles in your dick, so you can make that thing move without actually touching it. So like that, I mean, you might manipulate yourself to orgasm, but I mean not doing anything, so you can get the perspective of like if you didn't have no physical vessel to arouse, but you just having an orgasm using your mind. Remember, when you orgasm, this is a mind thing. You feel it at the penis part. That's the ending part. It starts and you get it. It go from the brain straight down the spine. This is why man back, you know, you get it. And you have a whole shot like, oh shit, but it's quick. But it's like I said, if you a man, I guess a woman's the same. You fill it up here, go down. You're like, what the fuck? And it's just quick though. And so man have to, when I say man, I'm speaking mankind. Man have to learn how to orgasm, but you can only do this if the mind is in a state of love. When y'all having sex, y'all are in that moment, y'all are in a place of, you get it? Great like, love, excitement. You know, all the good. Nobody's having sex thinking, oh, I can't stand you, motherfucker. If they are, ain't shit happening for them. They just doing you a solid. You get it? The chick just laying there like, oh, this is just wasting my time. She ain't orgasming. I don't even want to hold you, nigga. She ain't orgasming. But I'm speaking that both parties is involved. Well, the only way when the man orgasm in that moment is because you get it. Even if he don't love the girl, in the moment he's excited. He loves sex. It's a love, excitement, all positive energy thing. No one's thinking negative. In the moment of getting some good poom poom, you feel? You ain't thinking like, I'm gonna shoot this nigga around the corner. You got beef with the nigga around the corner right now, but if you getting some poom poom, you like, blood got away. Nobody can't call you while you getting poom poom talking about, I got those suckers. You like, man, how'd you even get through? I didn't answer the phone. I didn't even answer the phone. How'd this nigga come through the line? I'm making a point, you know. The mind has to be in a certain state for one to blow out. and reach nirvana. And so when we all die at some point, like I said, and then we are in our afterlife and that fades out, meaning the afterlife or the dream, reality, that's gonna fade out when you wake the fuck up and come to realize this ain't real. I'm dead. You get it? Person died, they don't know they died. You know? Let's say 50 Cent got shot in his jaw, right? But he died that day. He don't know he died. He living in his afterlife right now. When he got shot in his jaw, he wanted to be a famous fucking rapper. So now he living his afterlife. The rest of y'all too. We mean we all dead. I don't know y'all. Some shit happened to me. I died. Some shit happened to you. You remember what happened, but according to your recollection, you survived. Beautiful. Now, you didn't. You're living out your dream. It seems real to you. Whenever you wake up, you follow? And you did. You sit probably watching this shit like, I thought I died that day. Nah. I'm just playing. But, do you get my point? The person died, they don't know. It's like you, when you fall asleep, you don't know that you fell asleep till you wake up. It's nothing that tells you like, okay, now you're in sleep. So if a person die, but they like, they mind going to accept it when they mind get good and ready to. You follow? In that they have a whole afterlife now. They're living. Let's say Nipsey Hussle got shot in the head that day, and his soul is in afterlife. Having sex with Lauren London, he survived that day, and whatever the fuck else happened. Like that. Until while he living in that reality with Lauren London, one day he come to realize something ain't right. Like that. Hold on, I died. Then he wakes up. The same way when you in dream, you wake up from your dream in the physical life because of that. Your dream in because you realize at some moment, hold on, I'm asleep. Then you jump up in that moment. When the man's in his afterlife, he just living in la la land until it hits him. I died. This is fake. Then all turn black. You get it? Living in his dream, he have no physical body to wake up into, so he wake up in his own darkness and realize, oh shit, I died. Like that. Now he's stuck in his unconscious. He don't know what to do, so he panic. And eventually fade out into the unconscious, becoming it. And he will stay there in eternal darkness and death until some physical life decides to orgasm. And maybe his soul be snatched out of the dark cosmic space, because everybody's dark unconscious mind makes for the whole dark cosmic space. And so now, a person orgasm, that soul is snatched into the physical realms, turning into substance, seminal fluid. That unconsciousness, which is an awareness, a soul, is then put into the exhale, which is a body, and then at some times during the body developing, the unconscious develops into an awareness and awake. You follow? That person lives their life lost in their thoughts, meaning their physical body is their unconscious mind manifested. So they just living in their head, really. And when y'all die, so person be stuck in their unconscious. They unconscious being the result of them thinking. Meaning, imagine you as a soul. You have no afterlife now, no physical body. You're just an awareness in your unconscious darkness. Your unconscious darkness is just your own thoughts. Same way dream was constructed by your own memory. Now you're just thinking and you won't stop, and that's just making your dark unconscious. Like that. All the soul got to do is stop thinking, but they can't. Stop thinking. You're a soul right now in your body. Stop thinking. Oh, that's my hair. Stop thinking. Most of y'all will say I can't. I can't stop my mind from thinking. Like that. Soul stuck in his unconscious, creating his own unconscious by just thinking. You can't stop thinking. This is why monks try to meditate all the time, trying to stop the chatter of the mind, trying to prepare themselves for the day that we all gonna have when we lost in the abyss. Yeah, like that, like a wave, like trying to find the ocean in the wave, but not like that. Just imagine you in darkness, like close your eyes, like that. And you only gonna be able to see when you orgasm, but you don't know how. Or you can make the darkness go away by just stop thinking, but you can't. You got souls that's dead right now in their unconsciousness, panicking. All they gotta do is stop thinking. Meaning relax and don't think, just be aware. Man can't do that in his body all of it. You just keep thinking. In that, he can't blow out. Cause like I said, when a person orgasm, there ain't no thought. They just in bliss. That part. And so that's what a lot of the Far East teachings is explaining, what you are as a soul and what you're going to need to do to get out of this darkness you trapped in, which is called samsara. And so it's like I told y'all, you better get God and devil out your mind. All it is dark and light. That's unconscious and awake. And whoever can't transcend their unconsciousness or their darkness, transmute it into light, that's awake. You're going to turn into unconsciousness your own self. Meaning you either going to transmute the unconscious or the unconscious going to transmute you. You are awake in light. You're going to be turned into unconsciousness with it. Or you going to either turn it into light. You follow? And so most souls get lost in their darkness for eternity. Small few. You get it? And make sure the emotional state in the mind is cleansed, filled up with good memory and love for the moment. The soul will orgasm on its own if it's filled up with love in that way. Think like when you just at joy and ready to burst with laughter, like that. The soul has to be perfect in its positivity. Just explode. If the soul is full of negative, dark energy, thought is going to cave in. You get it? Think like become overwhelmed. Both sides. You can become overwhelmed with joy and explode outwards like people do when they're happy. They start laughing and they get ecstatic. Or you can become overwhelmed on the other end, where you see a person cave in and they like, get the fuck away from me and I don't want to be bothered with nobody and I hate everybody and leave me alone. Like that, where you just cave in. Now if you a soul, you ain't got no body, so you get it? When you cave in, you go out. And when I say you go out, I mean you become like that unconscious. When you go to sleep and you go unconscious, you have no recollection that you even exist. I mean like that. Eternal death, where you don't even exist to your own self. You don't even know your kids exist. You don't know nothing exists that exists. When you go into unconscious sleep tonight, that part. When you wake up, you waking up from nothing. That's why you wake up like, God damn, what time is it? You was out of here. Like, the motherfucking unconsciousness almost got you. That's the bottomless deep, blood. It ain't no bottom. You go. Look at awake and unconscious like this, but ain't no bottom. If you go too fucking far, that's it, buddy. And so, you get it? The souls be drifting in their unconsciousness for eternity. Ain't no bottom. That they eventually go out. And you either gonna become a shadow or a light. That's unconscious or awake. Both having body though. And so, hopefully you guys grasp. Crystal Jefferson said, it's crazy how nothing charges us. I don't understand what you mean when you say how nothing charges us. You're speaking about unconsciousness. Unconsciousness is not nothing. It's the same thing light is, just the opposite side. The same way it can be transmuted into awake could be transmuted into unconscious. But your body is that unconscious. Your body needs to go there for a charge, not necessarily you as a soul. When you go to sleep, your body charge up. You are eternal awareness. You don't need no charge. This is why sometimes you wake up while you in sleep. You call that dream though. Like that. You're an awareness. That's an awake. You have a body. The body is attached to the unconscious. Like I said, the unconscious. The body is the unconscious manifested out. So the body has to, you feel me? In perspective, return for a time. Like that. Your body kind of fades out. Not so much you. This is why when you get tired, you're not necessarily ready to go to sleep though. Like a baby, they crying, they don't want to go to sleep. You like, damn, you tired, that's why you crying, just go to fucking sleep. But they know what the abyss is. They just came from. Baby was just born a few months ago. They know what that is. They like, no, please don't make me go back. They don't know they in physical life now. You're gonna get a whole bunch of goals. You're gonna come out of it. You're like, nah, fuck that blood. I was in there all the time. You know how long I was in my darkness before I was born back out again? You know how long I was swimming in the darkness before somebody ejaculated me out and I was born out again? I ain't going back there. So kids be scared to go to sleep every time they wake up from sleep and they want to stay awake because they think like a mistake happened. Oh shit, I got out the abyss. That'll never happen. It take them a while to realize like, oh no, I'm in a new place and I could come out of it every day. It's okay. It's okay to take a nap. And so you feel me? You kind of got to grasp. Life's a funny thing. But like I said, if y'all stop listening to people so much and get it, simmer the soul down some. Like I said, stop thinking. Just become aware. And y'all will learn like how I do. I don't provoke no thought. I just try to clear my mind out and see. You get it? If I'm looking at y'all, I'm not looking at a person thinking anything. I'm just looking. You gonna provide the thought. When you do things, then I'm just aware. Like that. No prejudgment. Just like whatever you do, gonna tell the story of you. I don't have to add anything. It ain't for me too. Like that. And y'all can simmer the soul down to not have a thought. And be able to just see and be aware. A knowing will grow from that, meaning understanding will start to, that will evolve into understanding. That's silence. When I say silence, I mean your mind not chattering. This is why they say wisdom is silent. Person that know does not speak, and one that doesn't know speaks. Is speaking of the chatter of the mind. One that sits still in the mind, they can't stop the mind from chattering. They don't know. One that has achieved silence in their mind and just being able to be still and aware, like that. Silent mind will evolve into a knowing. So it goes deep. There you go. One thing is thinking. And so it goes deep. How? I think I've reached God status yet? I'm just asking, like, look at God as a knowing, understanding. Think I reached God status yet? Yeah, God is thought. Well, God isn't thought. God is awareness. That's life. Awake and being aware. The thought part is the problem. But the being aware, so you get my point. That's everything. A baby just aware. They don't know like how to perceive you or judge you or none of that. They just look like that. In that, the baby always laughing and happy and playing in the air and ain't a dull moment. Even laying on their fucking back. Cause they ain't constricting their mind with prejudgment and shit. You get it? Like that. Man got to get his mind to do that. Where he just go blank. But in that, he can receive in so much. Other than that, man don't see. He just see his own thoughts. Man looking at you, he see his own thoughts of you in that moment. He ain't even meet you yet. Like that. He see through his own old traumas and shit like that. Meaning everybody walking this earth does not see anything. They just see whatever's in their own head. Everybody just lost in their own mind. When you step out your house, you see life and you carry on how you do. You really just in your own head. Like that. Half the people you don't like, it's because you think they don't like you. They never told you that though. You just think it. So you carry on like they don't, and they probably don't now. Like that. Everybody just in their own head. Nobody's stopping and then, you get it? Just looking, not having no thought. Ain't nothing to think about really. Like that. When one can achieve that, so then you get my point. That will evolve into a knowing. It's like I tell y'all. I gotta remove all the foolishness from the mind. Clear it out. All that foolishness in y'all mind and that overly thinking and all of that is interfering with the true sight, which is the understanding that you're supposed to take in. In that, y'all don't never learn nothing. Y'all just get lost in y'all own mind. Learn that. You get it? So, it go deep. There you go. Thinking creates stress. Makes the head hurt. Just it goes deep. I'll continue another day. I'm a little tired. Hopefully you guys grasp. Oh, y'all say I have reached God status. Salam, shalom. And so hopefully y'all grasp this. Take your times with wisdom. Starts with honor and balance. So you just work on that first. And then there's meditations and things I do. Like I said, no different than a monk. I try to make sure, you know, I put my little works in, you know, for the times to come. Try to grasp. Salam, shalom. Peace and wisdom all out. Direction and everyone else.